This is tandem drifting. It doesn't look all that different from drifting one car on its own, but try it for yourself and you'll quickly find out it's a whole other animal. The stakes are higher too, which is why most tracks in America separate their drivers into groups by skill level and only let their most advanced group do it at all. Today, I'm on a quest to find out what it takes to join that group and do my first ever tandems. Got my ticket. I actually know him. This I have to give. Who do I give this to?
That's after the driver's seat.
Fantastic. Well, this was my first time at an Evergreen Drift event. I came with a group of friends that have been going for years and have always raved about this place. What a machine. Carcinogens in the morning. I love the smell. Now, this was one of their 3-day events, so I had more than enough time to work my way through the ranks. But I wanted to know if I could progress through all of them on day 1.
You forgot something.
If you follow the car, like where...
I got a ride. I'm like, I can see you.
Oh, okay, cool. That
I'll
works
see you
too.
in a second.
Okay, love you, mean it. Oh, that's fine too.
Yo, maybe the fucking filler neck is easier to do on the trailer than off the trailer.
Boy, Ducky is saying things.
Wow. Hi, buddy.
And I thought I've done some sketchy shit in my life. Where in the fucking backwoods did you find that?
Ramps are my favorite part.
Illinois.
Eighth Steel.
South Carolina.
Now, if you aren't familiar with the shit stang, I only tested it once before this, which wasn't all smooth sailing. So whether or not I succeed today depends both on the organizers deciding if they should promote me, and the car deciding if it wants to, like, car. Don't worry about that, does it all the time. There we go. Purrs like a kitten that's been infected with rabies. There are 2 main things to know about for your first drift event. The first is called tech inspection. Good. Where's tech?
Where those cars are lined up.
Oh, that makes sense. Fine for me to go through as it is, or should I put the bumper on it? My thoughts exactly.
You don't need to put the bumper on.
Tech inspection, or tech, is just a quick safety check of your car before you can take it on the track. While some tracks do it differently than others, you basically always need a small fire extinguisher mounted somewhere you can reach, a firmly tied down battery, and a certified helmet that was made within the last 5 years.
Have you been here before or no?
First time.
First time? Alright, so I'll put you in group 1. We'll go over everything like that.
Cool. And like I mentioned, some tracks do it a little differently. Well, past tech, I have no brakes. I went to stop to say hi to Ducky and I pressed my brake. I just kept on rolling and I was like, haha, cool, sick. Gas pours out of the back and it's gonna be a good day.
But you passed tech?
Yeah.
Okay. Passed tech?
Yeah. All right, day 1, 3:34. Time for the driver's meeting. The other thing you need to know about is the driver's meeting. If you're going to your first event and don't know how it all works, the driver's meeting is where you will be told how it all works. Usually everyone will walk onto the track to see it in detail. The people running the meeting will talk through all the rules for each group. Drivers can ask whatever questions they have, and they'll also be very clear about what not to do.
No bullshit, no attitude. All right, the reason the spectators are here, the Orbeez guns, right? We had a blast last night. I was hammered. We were shooting the shit out of each other, all right? That being said, like, I highly suggest wear safety glasses, and I'm not joking. My glasses saved my ass last night. Jeremy Melton got shot in each eye last night. Yeah, AJ got...
And once the driver's meeting's done, you're pretty much all clear to go out and have some fun. That is assuming you prepped your car before you showed up, which is almost never the case for me. So Ducky took a few minutes first to help me give the Mustang some brakes, sort of, and also seal the gas tank, sort of. And then tires with tread seemed like a good idea, but now we were all set. So today is the first time I'm at this event. There's two tracks, one that's called L track because it's surprisingly shaped like an L, and one that's called the oval track. You'll never guess why, and I won't tell you, it's a secret. So right now, you'll see a 1 on my windshield. Ducky says I should go ask for a 2, but there's 3 classes. Class 1 is novice, class 2 is intermediate, and class 3 is advanced. The only difference between group 1 and group 2 is what time you're allowed to drive what track. But between 2 and 3 is whether or not they allow you to drive next to other cars while you're drifting. And so basically they have an audition system where you have to run 3 perfect laps on the oval track in a row, and if they see that, they'll give you the thumbs up, they'll put a 3 on your windshield, and then you can go in the party line. The holy grail. The party line. So technically I'm gonna say I'm starting from beginner, and I'm gonna see if I can get from beginner to advanced in 1 day. In that. Ow. Ow. Visibly brimmed with confidence and having definitely not stalled the car pulling out of the pits, it was time to show these posers what real driving looks like. First run of the day, not my greatest work. But while I wasn't too bothered about that, something else caught my attention. I smell nothing but gas. I can't see anything through the windshield. I made it so much worse. After noticing those 2 minor safety concerns, I went off track to address the windshield by cleaning it and address the gasoline stench by heading back out immediately, hoping it would go away on its own. And while we wait for Koi's sense of self-preservation to load, let's go a level deeper into how drifting works, and for that matter, what a perfect lap could even mean. This box drawn on the track is called an outer zone, and throughout the lap, I need to drift my rear tires through these boxes wherever they're drawn. Shown here is me missing that zone in its entirety. On the next turn though, there's actually 3 zones to hit. One here, a long one that starts right here and goes all the way to over here, and then the last one which hadn't actually been drawn yet, but is on the edge right over here. So you can begin to see how specific a perfect lap could get, as well as the kind of literal marks I needed to start hitting consistently by the end of the day. I smell gas. I'm just gonna go with it until someone tells me to get off the track. I can't put my arms anywhere. I want to steer, but I just get clipped. I thought I got used to that already, but apparently not. Oh my god, I just smelled nothing but gas. Nah, I don't think this needs clarifying, by the way, but if your car smells like gas so bad that you have to swing your door open to breathe, you probably shouldn't do 1 more lap. It turns out blindingly thick gas fumes do not help your driving at all, but fortunately, when I spun out, enough fresh air got blown into the car that I was able to gather myself in time to try reaching a little deeper into that long hairpin zone, which has a pretty intimidating drop on the other side of it. So much gas.
Pouring out?
I don't know if it's poured out, but I'm dying in here.
That's oil, not gas. I'm smelling gas. That's gas. It's just in the spare wheel, but it's not leaking out the neck anymore. It's like this. It might come out like mine does, but mine shoots out of the car. Yours just shoots back in the car.
So I found out why I was smelling so much gas in the car. Because it's right here. It was pouring out of the top down into this, and so I'm gonna clean some of it out, let the rest evaporate. But yeah, that'll do it. I'm gonna blame all my bad driving on nearly dying while I was driving. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Alright, let's just get a lighter and burn the rest of that off. We'll be good.
With less asphyxiation, we go.
Wait, what?
Now with both a see-through windshield and breathable air, I felt unstoppable. I was nearly used to the track too, so I figured after 1 or 2 more runs out, I was ready for my test. And then at the exact moment my tires touched the bank, they turned everyone around and reversed the track.
Woo! No, I'm fine. No, that's fine. I'll just go fuck myself. No, it's cool. I actually wanted you to do that. I prefer it. First, you know what you're doing? Yeah. That's good enough.
It wasn't good enough. On my first run, it was made really clear that if I wanted to make it through this turn sideways, I was gonna have to go as fast as possible. But when I go a little faster on this run, watch the RPMs. To go any faster than that, I basically have to enter at redline, which means for the entire turn, the car has to stay at redline forward. Bad things happen to good cars at redline, and this is not a good car. So, in case this was my last run, I at least wanted it to count.
How could I start trying to get moved up in classes?
Looking the track and doing everything. I haven't watched you run, to be honest. I'll watch you run, alright?
Do they? Don't watch them too closely.
And so, with a prayer said and a tear shed, I sing for you now the song of my people. Crossing the line, bewildered that the car was still alive, I didn't really know if that run counted. It was definitely decent, but I also definitely missed one of the zones, and one of the larger ones at that. Really the best scenario I could have hoped for is that I had impressed the jury with my driving as much as I had impressed Dana with my driving.
I hope that's one. I really hope that's one.
But of all possible responses, I wasn't expecting this one.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
I'll talk to them then.
Remind me how to get off.
Just go up to the wall.
Okay.
And then just wait your head.
Now I'll go with him.
As it turns out, no one ever actually cared about a perfect qualifying run. They just cared about making sure the new guy could have fun too without crashing into everyone and ruining their weekend. The sole purpose of a drift event is to have a good time, not to tell new drivers they suck. And the point of getting into the advanced group is not to be in the advanced group. It's to enjoy tandem drifting and be surrounded by all the other drivers you can enjoy it with. So if drifting is something you've always been interested in, go try it, at any level. Might not be as hard as you thought. And honestly, that's probably true of most things.
First, once I get the 3, I spin out immediately.
Something is so broken in this car, but it's been broken the whole time, and we'll find out what it is when we find out, I guess.
Did you say there's something broken in this car?
Yeah, something's definitely
It's
broken.
you.
The night is far from over. I think we have like 3 more hours of driving, but I'm very happy. The goal for the day was to get from 1 to 3, and we made it to 3. Are you ready?
4.
To party with me? Don't run away, Ducky! Don't you run away!
How the fuck this guy just bumped you up to 3, honestly?
After 1 run. Let's see how this tandeming stuff goes.